Today is Monday, April 17th, 2017. Tomorrow is tax day, and this is the ServiceMonster Show. This week on social media, new social media player, Mastodon, about 6 months old, only about 45,000 people on it so far, but it's an open source direct competitor to Twitter. So something that's interesting, I just created my account. I'm gonna be hanging out there to seeing whether or not it's worthwhile and a long-term social media platform. One interesting note on Mastodon though is instead of the 140 character limit imposed by Twitter, it's actually 500 characters, which is better for more verbose people like myself. Hey, take a look at LinkedIn. They just introduced a new, easier way to send messages to one another. And I know a lot of you guys aren't really utilizing LinkedIn. It's not a great organic platform, but the paid service is good for commercial work and staying in touch with insurance adjusters and things of that nature. Facebook's recently improved the video matrix for views. You can go in there now and see more data related to how many minutes people saw your actual videos. Facebook announced a new update to their live platform, and now you can do two-way broadcasting on your live streams, which is interesting. If you have an interview with somebody else, you don't have to try to share one little phone screen. You can actually have two separate phones. You can have that interview or conversation in public anywhere around the world. So pretty cool. Look for more features related to that. And they also introduced wait rooms. And so I think the concept here is you start, Nate Brott does this, right? Hold on guys, give me 30 seconds, wait for more people to show up. So I can think you kind of pool people in a wait room and then start a broadcast and so they can all kind of coordinate together and then see it all at one time. This week in ServiceMonster, this week will be the last week we are doing the transition webinars between 5 and 6. I've asked Sam to think about maybe recording those, but we're moving so fast with the tech, they become obsolete quickly. So if you didn't go through those, this week's your last week. So sign up and go check those out. If you want one-on-one training, feel free to call us up and we'll get that scheduled for you as well. Come see us in Clearwater next week. The Experience in Clearwater, Florida. We'll be there and I will be speaking on the last day, Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. talking about social media success. Surprise there. Last week on Smug, I posted a little question about Fill My Schedule. At that point in time, we seemed to be 15% down month over year, which, not a fan of, gotta say. So I drummed up a little team and we went knocking on doors, essentially, calling people out, asking them what's going on. We asked you guys in Smug as well, and I got great responses across the boards. A lot of you guys responded who actually don't use Fill My Schedule, which I understand why you don't use it. That's great. But for this, I was really focused on why you guys were waiting to push the button. Obviously, Ed Quinlan shot a video where it was actually snowing the week before last still in Utah, so that may have contributed to it. I'm happy to say though, totally flipped. Thursday, Friday of last week, and Monday today, we had amazing Fill My Schedule days. That's usually indication that things are warming up across the nation and that you guys should start getting really busy really soon. So ServiceMonster 6 has been out a whole 60 days. Obviously it seems a lot longer than that, but incredible short amount of time. We've done 5 releases, we've cleared out hundreds of features and trackers and added new stuff in there like crazy. It's now surpassing 5 quickly as far as its capabilities. I mean, it did out of the box already, but we had to catch up with some of those 5 features. There's a big release coming. I'll talk about that in a second, but our leads were up 130%. Our sales are up 85%. My mind is blown. We're doing great. Thank you so much for your guys' help and participation and engagement in social platforms that make all of that possible. ServiceMonster updates. So Alex is back. He went on a week-long vacation last week. The team kind of hunkered down. They blew out over 40 trackers. Now the QA team is kind of set up to go through those and make sure they look good. They were doing some of that while he was gone, but now that Alex is back, I'm much more comfortable allowing that to float up to production. So look for releases in both ServiceMonster 6 and Mobile 3 by the end of the week. From everyone here at ServiceMonster, thank you so much for your support. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, sign up for the demo, give us a call.